The Evolution of Science Fiction, A Journey Through Time. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible universe of science fiction, taking a journey through time to see how this genre has evolved and influenced our world. So, grab your hyperdrives and let's warp into it. Origins of science fiction. Alright, let's kick things off by rewinding the clock, way back to ancient times. Believe it or not, elements of science fiction can be traced all the way back to mythology and early storytelling. Those old myths and legends weren't just for entertainment, they were early attempts to make sense of the world and imagine the impossible. Mythology and early imagination. Take the story of Icarus and Daedalus from Greek mythology. Daedalus, a brilliant inventor, crafts wings made of feathers and wax for himself and his son to escape imprisonment. Icarus flies too close to the sun, melting his wings and falling into the sea. Sounds like the first cautionary tale of human ambition and technology gone awry, doesn't it? This narrative explores themes we'll see again and again in sci-fi: the pursuit of knowledge, the limits of human capability, and the consequences of hubris. Early literary works. Jumping ahead to the 2nd century, we've got Lucian of Samosata's True History. This satire is wild. It features voyages to the moon, encounters with alien life forms, and interplanetary warfare. Lucian's work is often considered one of the earliest examples of science fiction because it deliberately twists reality to explore imaginative possibilities. Influence of the Enlightenment. Fast forward to the Enlightenment, the 17th and 18th centuries, a period bursting with scientific discoveries and intellectual exploration. Figures like Isaac Newton are redefining our understanding of the universe with the laws of motion and universal gravitation. Writers begin to incorporate these scientific principles into their work, blurring the lines between fact and fiction. The 19th century. Foundations of modern sci-fi. Now, let's delve into the 1800s, a pivotal century that lays the groundwork for modern science fiction as we know it. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, 1818. In 1818, Mary Shelley publishes Frankenstein, or The Modern Prometheus, at just 20 years old. This novel isn't just a gothic horror story, it's a profound exploration of creation, responsibility, and the ethics of scientific experimentation. Shelley's work taps into themes of transgression and the unintended consequences of unchecked scientific progress. Jules Verne, the prophet of science. Enter Jules Verne, often called the father of science fiction. His works are so visionary that they've inspired real-world inventions. In 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, 1870, he introduces the Nautilus, an advanced submarine powered by electricity. Verne's meticulous attention to scientific detail and plausibility set a new standard for the genre. H.G. Wells, master of speculation. H.G. Wells is another heavyweight. His novel, The Time Machine, 1895, doesn't just invent the concept of time travel, it uses it to critique social stratification and capitalism. In The War of the Worlds, 1898, Wells flips the script on British imperialism by depicting an invasion of Earth by technologically superior Martians. Early 20th century. The pulp era. Moving into the early 1900s, sci-fi begins to reach the masses in a big, bold, and sometimes cheesy way. Rise of pulp magazines. Pulp magazines burst onto the scene, named after the cheap wood pulp paper they were printed on. Titles like Amazing Stories, founded in 1926 by Hugo Gernsback, bring sci-fi into the mainstream. These mags offer escapism and adventure to a public hungry for stories that push the boundaries of imagination. Key figures. Authors like Edgar Rice Burroughs take center stage with serials like the Barsoom series, starting with A Princess of Mars, 1912. These stories aren't just about interplanetary romance and warfare. They delve into themes of identity, heroism, and the nature of civilization. Themes and influence. The pulp era is characterized by larger-than-life heroes, exotic settings, and high-stakes adventure. But beneath the surface, these stories often reflect societal anxieties, like the rapid pace of technological change and the uncertainties of a modernizing world. The Golden Age of Science Fiction, 1938 to 1946. Now we're hitting the Golden Age, the late 30s to mid-40s, a renaissance period that elevates sci-fi to new heights. Editorial influence of John W. Campbell. John W. Campbell becomes the editor of Astounding Science Fiction magazine in 1937 and revolutionizes the genre. Campbell's editorial vision pushes sci-fi from simple escapism to a platform for exploring profound ideas. Introduction of iconic authors. Under Campbell's guidance, we see the rise of the Big Three science fiction writers. Isaac Asimov introduces the Foundation series, exploring galactic empires through psychohistory. Arthur C. Clarke's The Sentinel lays groundwork for 2001, A Space Odyssey. Robert A. Heinlein delves into free love, religion, and social engineering with works like Stranger in a Strange Land. Expansion of sci-fi themes. This era sees science fiction grappling with concepts like space travel, time dilation, and the future of humanity. It's about using fiction as a laboratory to experiment with ideas that could shape our real future. The New Wave Movement, 1960s to 1970s. Time to get groovy. The 60s and 70s bring the new wave, injecting avant-garde sensibilities into sci-fi. Shift in narrative and style. The New Wave movement breaks away from traditional narratives, embracing techniques like stream of consciousness. The focus shifts to inner space, the psychological and sociological aspects of characters, reflecting counterculture ideals and skepticism of authority. Influential writers. Philip K. Dick, in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?, explores themes of reality and empathy. Ursula K. Le Guin, in The Left Hand of Darkness, challenges gender concepts. J.G. Ballard explores environmental changes and technology's impact on the psyche in The Drowned World. Impact on the genre. The new wave pushes the boundaries of what science fiction can be. It's a legitimate literary genre capable of profound social and philosophical commentary. Science fiction in film and television. Let's switch gears to the screen, where sci-fi visuals bring new dimensions to storytelling. Early adaptations. Metropolis, 1927, directed by Fritz Lang, presents a futuristic dystopia, a commentary on industrialization. The Day the Earth Stood Still, 1951, introduces an alien emissary who warns about nuclear dangers, using sci-fi as an allegory for political issues. The space race influence. The real-world space race during the 50s and 60s ignites public fascination with space. This period gives rise to films and TV shows that blend optimism with fear of the unknown. Cultural phenomena. Star Trek, 1966, created by Gene Roddenberry, is a vision of a utopian future, inspiring innovations like the flip phone. Star Wars, 1977, combines classic narratives with special effects, becoming a global phenomenon. Advancements in special effects. Advances in technology allow filmmakers to create realistic sci-fi worlds. Blade Runner, 1982, sets a new bar with its cyberpunk aesthetic, influencing visual style in media. The digital age and modern science fiction. Entering the digital age, science fiction becomes deeply intertwined with emerging technologies. Cyberpunk emergence. Cyberpunk emerges in the 1980s as a subgenre. William Gibson's Neuromancer introduces concepts like the Matrix, exploring themes of AI and cybernetics. Influence of video games. Video games become a new frontier for storytelling. Titles like Half-Life and Mass Effect offer immersive narratives featuring moral dilemmas and world building. Sci-fi in literature. Neil Stephenson's Snow Crash explores a future with virtual reality and corporate franchises. Anne Leckie's Ancillary Justice challenges narrative structures with a fragmented AI protagonist. Diversity and inclusion. The 21st century sees a surge in diverse stories. Authors like N.K. Jemisin tackle issues of race and environment, with sci-fi reflecting global narratives. Science fiction today. Sci-fi is not just thriving, it's influencing our reality in unprecedented ways. Blockbuster films and franchises. Movies like The Matrix question existence, while Inception and Interstellar use scientific concepts to tell complex stories. Television renaissance. Shows like Black Mirror explore technology's consequences, and The Expanse brings hard science to the limelight, earning praise for accuracy and depth. Sci-fi's role in addressing modern issues. Sci-fi today tackles issues like AI ethics with Westworld questioning consciousness. Climate change is explored in the cli-fi subgenre, depicting worlds altered by environmental catastrophe. The future of science fiction. Let's gaze into the crystal ball and speculate about the future of sci-fi, and perhaps humanity itself. Emerging trends. Solarpunk envisions optimistic futures powered by renewable energy. AR and VR become platforms for storytelling, blurring lines between audience and participant. The role of independent creators. Platforms like YouTube empower independent creators to bring fresh ideas to the table. Crowdfunding allows projects overlooked by traditional publishers to find their audience. Anticipated works and technologies. Future technologies like AI-generated content and immersive VR could revolutionize storytelling. Imagine AI crafting narratives based on your preferences or VR worlds that adapt in real time to your actions. Conclusion. Wow, what a journey we've taken. From ancient myths to AI-driven narratives, spanning thousands of years of human imagination. Reflection. It's incredible to see how science fiction has not only reflected our hopes and fears but has often predicted technological advancements and societal shifts. Impact on society. Sci-fi doesn't just entertain, it inspires innovation. It's a sandbox where ideas are tested and explored, sometimes leading to real-world advancements. Call to action. I encourage all of you, whether you're a hardcore fan or new to the genre, to dive deeper into science fiction. Read the books, watch the films, play the games. Engage with the ideas and discussions they provoke. Thanks for joining me on this epic voyage through the history of science fiction. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the realms of imagination. Until next time, keep looking to the stars and dreaming big. End credits.